That is very offensive.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TACT Lab, where four friends sit down and talk about pretty much anything. I'm Tyler, and like always, I'm surrounded by three beautiful friends. Chris, how are you?
A little disappointed. I bought one of those babies you guys were talking about off of Wish.
Butt baby. You bought it off of Wish?
Oh, you bought it off of Wish?
Yeah.
Dang.
I ended up just getting one of them little tiny ones that goes in a king cake.
You bought one of the premature babies?
So expectations and then reality is like this big.
You bought...
Because you got it on Wish.
Yeah, that's one of those premature babies that make mothers feel better about their losing their baby.
I think you just put it. You're supposed to put it in a cake.
You put a premature baby in your ass.
No.
Is it the one that like gets 300% bigger after like 3 days?
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I baked it in the cake like the thing said, and I ate it. So we'll find out what happens in 2 days.
Well, that would be interesting if it was like a towel where you kind of push the baby in your ass, and then over 3 days it just swelled up to like the size of a watermelon.
Oh God!
All I know is my stomach's killing me. So we'll see.
You're either gonna have a baby or become Superman.
Yeah, man, it's like apple seeds. They say if you eat like 25 apple seeds, you'll die. I don't know why.
The cyanide.
What?
Is it?
I think.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there's an amount of
Oh.
cyanide in apple seeds.
So you can eat 24.
I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah. How are you, Thomas?
Good.
Okay. Now, anything to talk about?
I'll talk about it a little bit later.
Okay. Alex, how are you?
Oh, you can go and talk about it.
Nah, I don't want to step on toes.
Well, we were just saying
No, it's the same
you have a
stuff.
good week.
Yes.
Have a good weekend. Everything went copacetic, nice and smooth.
Good. Having trouble sleeping, but that's okay.
Well, your house is potentially haunted, so that definitely fits the agenda with you and your current life.
Yeah. I'm not scared of my house. I'm just having trouble sleeping.
Well,
Well, it's humid.
It is humid.
Turn the air down.
I'm going to tonight.
Take like 15 Benadryl.
I'm trying not to take like sleeping medicine and
That's
stuff.
smart.
Chug some ZQL.
you got melatonin, man.
Because ever since I had the flu thing, I've been taking medicine to help me sleep and stuff, and now I'm trying to like,
Oh, you're addicted.
You wean yourself
to,
off.
I'm trying to not be on it.
He's addicted to NyQuil.
Codeine.
What medicine
Yeah.
were you taking to help you sleep?
Codeine.
Okay.
All right, that explains it.
Yeah.
Did you have any Jolly Ranchers and Sprite, or just
No.
straight out of the bottle?
Just out of the bottle.
Dang. Alex, how are you?
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
Just want to apologize to someone for saying I made a mispronunciation last week.
Yeah.
What did you say?
One of our fans got upset.
I offended someone with an improper use of incisor.
Who got upset? Why don't I know about this?
Apparently, I should have said incisor.
A tooth? Are we talking about a teeth?
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about teeth last week.
Wait,
Who got upset?
A dentist got mad or something?
Yeah, a tooth aficionado got mad.
Said something. Where?
I
On
said
YouTube?
yeah, no, both.
I can't tell if this is a troll.
No, this is real.
I just want to apologize for that, and I was insensitive, and I didn't take into consideration that people, are sensitive about teeth.
I want to know what toothpaste I should be using from this person.
Sensodyne, apparently.
Oh.
For all their sensitive
All those
feelings.
sensitive feelings for people.
Well, I'll speak up for you and just say fuck that guy. Who fucking
Yeah,
cares?
fuck you, dude.
I just like that it was incisors.
I didn't mean to offend construction paper and lesbians.
Or
Incisors.
lizards. Construction paper.
They both scissor, so.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Man. Well,
It's humid in here.
we got
A little bit, but it's all right.
How are you, Tyler?
I'm good. I've had the day off. Got rained out. Might have the day off tomorrow.
How are you wearing a hoodie? It's hot in here.
It is. I might change out of it when we get, when someone starts on their talking point. I
Oh, I
might,
gotcha.
He's
I might pull
partying,
it off.
man. Don't you see his fingers?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's what happens with nieces.
Okay.
Thomas was wondering if I was in my emo phase.
Where are you?
He's doing like a little Manson thing. He was trying to do a skit, see if he could suck his own dick.
We talking
Beat a
about
woman. Yeah.
Marilyn or Charles? Because Marilyn, they're both in hot water, but Marilyn's in more hot water recently.
I think
So-
that at this point, you'd rather be Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never
Hey,
raped anybody.
He's more of a celebrity now.
He just forced people to rape other people for him.
yeah. He denied it.
I did not rape that woman.
They just needed someone to take the fall. So no, I'm fine. All is well. You had something interesting to talk about.
Yeah, I was. I know how we've been talking about going on a vacation,
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
and
All together as a group.
yeah.
What?
What happened? Did you just give him a wink or something? Chris?
No, I wasn't even.
Christian was like, He just like, yes, yes.
Let's see what seeing where we're going. I was excited.
So I found a flight to India to New Delhi.
How
New
much?
Delhi.
$100 a person
I'm in.
That's not too bad.
off
Oh.
JetBlue. It's a one-way ticket.
It's one way. How do I get home?
Oh yeah, because
Across the mountains of Afghanistan into
Well,
Kuwait.
it's a multiple. You know, we can go to Mumbai and all those kind of places and see everything. And it's around. It's just one trip there. They have all the things for us, a food tour, everything.
I want to see the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, that's one of the spots.
That'd be nice.
And then to come home, they give us an address. Thomas, can you bring up a address on the screen?
What,
Let's
my
see.
Google Maps or what?
Yeah, you can do Google Maps. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the address is right quick.
Let me get maps pulled up. Hold on.
But I mean, it had 5 stars out of 5.
Okay.
5 out of 5 stars.
Do I
all
need to
right.
go to like satellite view?
No, you can do it right there. That's fine.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
268 North Cannon Boulevard, Kannapolis. This was the address for coming home. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay.
Water here, I think.
Yeah.
I get about 4 different addresses. What is that?
What is that?
What is
That's
that?
in Kannapolis.
What is that?
What does that say?
Can you street view that?
What does that say?
Yeah, let me street view this.
Because there's like 4 addresses, and I'm not sure exactly where they go to.
Is that?
You can just probably zoom in. Oh, it says,
Oh, sweet. They got mini golf in India.
what does that say?
Ladies' funeral home and crematory.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure why that's there.
So
Oh wait, I think I know why. Hold on. I saw this today.
Okay.
I saw they're having like a big Burning Man festival in India. Hold on. Let's get past all these
Oh,
people. Like
God.
they're attempting to read. Look at that. Those are some fancy ass beds.
those are some nice.
Is that the
death
5-star
beds.
Seems like
accommodations?
I didn't show that picture.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's get through this.
Oh Lord!
Just wait.
Look at all
how do
this
you-
oxygen.
How do you get a mass fill up station? That's a lot of people trying to weld.
Wait a minute. This is like a fire fest, isn't it? This isn't
Wait, hold
Burning
on.
Man.
I'm pretty sure it's just
Yeah,
Farfest.
that's like nitrogen.
Wait, hold on. Let's get through all this. Hold
Jesus.
on. Hold on. Wait, that's just. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this festival?
Yeah, the Fire Festival.
What
Fire
is that?
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that for burning people or just smoke to smoke the virus out?
I think
Are they like burning out the virus like
Oh.
witches, or is this burning people?
oh wait, this isn't a festival? I saw this earlier today. I thought you were talking about this with the news thing.
Oh, that's why that. Okay, I get it now.
I guess that's why you go to ladies' funeral home when you come back. Oh, that person doesn't look happy.
Pretty sick outfit, though.
For real though, are they just making smoke for the city, or are they burning people on those pyres?
Honestly, I don't think they need to be making smoke with people having trouble to breathe.
What's this? Is it for smoke, or are they literally getting
I
rid
think
of
they're
bodies?
getting rid of bodies.
Yeah, I think they're making the biggest cremation
Wait,
ever.
drowning pools there?
Let those bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, we did talk about that last week, and this happened.
I mean,
I don't know why they have to burn everybody.
could they have prevented this?
No, they're from India.
They're just sanitation is just not
I think
great.
so.
Okay, look
Yeah.
at their fill up stations for their oxygen tanks and just tell me.
Maybe they're sanitizing it after use.
Just tell me.
Those don't even look like oxygen
Wait,
tanks.
what are those people doing? Just chilling there at the oxygen bar?
I don't know what is this setup?
It's
What is this setup?
Like, if you get COVID, you just got to go stand there?
I think they just tell you to do you just do that. You just hang out in the streets. We're out of vaccines, and you just.
is that guy just? Is it he literally?
He's pretending to be George Floyd.
No.
We'll keep going.
Jesus.
So that's
Look,
dead-
see, they're cleaning up the streets. They're taking the trash out. That's good. I don't know why they're using that. That's a funny looking wheelbarrow, but
I
yeah.
just need to know about that picture.
Yeah.
Are these for bodies? Because they look like they're long enough for bodies, but some of them look like they're just literally designed to spike bodies on them.
I've been reading articles that said they are burning bodies.
Yeah.
I think we should go, dude. We could really up our influencer profiles.
Where the long
Thanks.
beak, where the
Oh,
long.
this could be our Jake Paul
Document
suicide
the
forest
whole
moment.
thing.
I am glad that when they
Logan
burn,
Paul, sorry.
when they burn the bodies, they're socially distancing them.
They are 6 feet apart.
We need the long beak bird mask.
Because when you're dead, you better still follow CDC guidelines.
Stuff some sage in the
CDC
beak.
has no jurisdiction in
What
India.
was that? The plague mask. We need plague masks, and we'll all go
Yeah,
over
I
there.
got one.
burn incense.
You
I
got
got
a plague mask?
Not a real one, but I got a fake one.
We need plague masks. We need to go over to India and start getting this shit on track. I'm looking for bodies. I don't see bodies in
Well, they're
that.
not going to show bodies on here. Here,
No.
I can find them though.
Well,
I think this is happening because their president's not even like on Trump levels, like
Yeah.
Donald Trump levels. He's like Dolan Trump.
Oh.
Dolan Trump.
oh yeah, you're right. Pyres are used to burn
Or at least
bodies.
that's what I heard. I don't know.
Let's see if we can find one.
There's one with all the white masks
Where?
Yeah, right,
or the white.
Oh, what was that KKK picture? Oh,
There we go.
Yeah, there's a hand I think sticking out of that one.
Yeah, there's bodies right there.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Well,
I've always wondered, like,
Can you imagine the smell?
Yeah.
They don't wear deodorant to begin with.
probably smells like a barbecue festival.
They
and then,
don't?
do the
Right.
bodies make it burn faster or slower? Because it's got liquid in it. It's like throwing a 2-liter bottle of water in there, right?
Yeah, but you could cook a chicken. It doesn't. Or a pig. The pig doesn't put the
The
fire
bodies
out.
burn up pretty quick.
Okay.
Once you get them hot enough, I think they catch fire.
pretty neat though. You go over there right now with like an oxygen tank and pay it as a dowry.
You get 10 rupees.
you get a man's farm.
It's like, thank you very much.
So they
Honestly, this is a tragedy.
they couldn't have
is.
prevented it, or
Let's go ahead and just say it's a tragedy.
they had vaccines.
They don't have vaccines in the number that we have because of they're in India and the main vaccines were made in America. That's why our vaccine in Europe and our allies are really good.
Yeah, we have a whole vaccine we're not even using. Not the J&J, the another one.
There's Moderna. There's Pfizer.
the AZ.
Yeah.
What are they like stocking it up or something?
We
or-
just ordered. We ordered 2 times. We ordered 2 times the amount of population and vaccines.
Yeah, it's like the AstraZeneca. I think
Yeah, there you go.
like everybody went in together on it,
But nobody's using it.
but we're not using it because
Is it a danger?
we have our own.
It's the Aldi Foods of supermarkets, except in vaccine.
Yeah, it's
form.
just that like
It's
the-
not bad. It's just nobody goes there.
Well, I know someone personally that took the Moderna, and he got
Did he get COVID arm?
no where his face sagged.
Oh, that's
Oh shit!
What is that shit called?
a
Stroke?
stroke.
No.
It's like it's what the mountain had. It's like
Yeah.
it's not cerebral palsy, but it's like half palsy.
Did it get better?
Not yet. His lips
It's like a
still
little
sags, and,
yeah.
and his eye was everything was drooping, and the doctor said it came from his first dose, and they won't give him his second dose.
Well, nah, shit. He'll probably die if he gets a second dose.
my parents are fully vaccinated.
Did they do all
Sounds
right?
like they did okay.
Bell's palsy.
Yeah, it was Bell's palsy.
My God, Jr.
What?
Bell's palsy. That guy that used to announce Stone Cold. He's like Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
Bell's palsy.
I know.
But no, they only got sick from the second one, and it was like a day, and then I think that was it.
That's what I heard from a lot of people.
That's
Yeah.
about the norm.
Well, I know another person that something happened to them too, and a stroke. I know someone else that maybe had a stroke from the Pfizer, the J&J, that one shotter.
Yep.
So people stopped giving those out. I think Europe recalled it, like stopped administering them.
America
like,
paused
We
it.
stopped. Yeah.
We stopped it, and Europe stopped it.
Because
were-
the 5 people that got blood clots.
Yeah, we were giving the J&J to homeless people. Legitimately, they were shooting homeless people with J&J.
I mean, it
Man, a
makes
homeless
sense.
person got a vaccination. I ain't got one yet.
Well, you
They
can
were
get
like-
one if you want it.
They were tranquilizing homeless people from a distance, or what?
It makes
Well, I mean-
sense though to give a homeless person a one shot.
Yeah, like if a rat,
Yeah.
if the mice are running around with the plague, you better vaccinate them.
Well, that makes
It
sense.
was the lice. not the rats.
But Chris
I know,
is
but
saying,
you know what I mean. Like you can't.
Fleas. Sorry, not lice.
Yeah,
Fleas.
can't have people running around just spreading COVID.
Just
for
think
no
about it.
reason.
The guy that lives on Del Earnhardt Boulevard, the
Which
on
one?
ramp.
yeah,
The
he
what?
won't be living there in 2 weeks.
Well, that's good.
He'll be in San Francisco on a train.
But ship
you're-
his ass over there.
You only catch him once, so you give him the one shot and let him go.
Right.
He
He
tie him
won't.
down like a pig.
He won't be around for a second dose.
Well, he's just over there on the need money, whatever. So you just roll by.
Oh, as you hit any money, you just jab him with the needle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's even better. Just
Are homeless people the source of the spread?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. I don't get close to them, so I don't think most people get close to homeless people.
Always get in the second left-hand lane.
Yeah, so they don't bother
Yeah.
you. But then there's the ballsy ones that will come up to those
Not
that
just his rear.
yeah.
Nah, you just gotta do like the no. You gotta look at them and just wave them out and just like.
I like the ones that are overly religious with the religious colorful cards, and they're out there claiming they're doing some charity event for their church, and it's fucking
The
bullshit.
ones I find funny are the ones that hold the posters with the little babies on it. I just throw money at them.
You throw money at them, that gets you.
The ones that are screaming.
Or they
with
always
the
say they're a
megaphone.
veteran.
Have you ever had like the deaf mute guy come up to you and hand you a card?
What?
No, I haven't had that one.
Where at?
Like, I had a guy do it at the China Grove food line. He's like, walks up to me, hands me a card, I look at it, and he's like, I am mute, I am deaf, I need money.
For the, please
Pretty smart.
point.
Ain't got to talk or nothing.
Yeah, he just walks up
Oh,
and hands me
wow.
the card.
That's where you just take the card and turn around and walk away.
Yeah, I was about to start putting it in my pocket, but I was.
You should give him one back that says, I can't read.
That'd be, I can't
Go
read.
back and forth with cards. Yeah, but you're talking about the people that have like the aborted babies on the signs,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
the
then-
church people,
and they've got their kids out there with them.
And they always have a megaphone, and
Yeah.
they're always out there
Yeah,
They're annoying.
Where at?
around Walmart
yeah, at the Dale Earnhardt
at
Boulevard.
the intersection at the highway.
I just never go there in the hot hours.
There's
They're
like some old man in like suspenders with a
Yep.
Does he have
Yeah.
like a Trump card that's just got like Trump all
essentially,
over it?
yeah, pretty much.
there's normally
Yeah.
there's normally women out there in long jean skirts.
Yep.
with the handkerchief on their hair.
Wait, are they
It's modern.
Hidden nights, what do they call them?
yeah, like Mennonites or something?
Mennonites, yeah.
Hedonites.
Hidden night.
Are they
I call them hidden nights.
Are they hidden?
They're in scissors.
They're in scissors or sharp.
Well,
They're
Do
like
y'all-
modern day Handmaid's Tale.
do y'all think we're going to have another swing of COVID, another surge?
Probably.
Probably.
I think most people are going to stop getting tested, especially the vaccinated people.
Wasn't Biden supposed to make an announcement soon? Or wait, our governor, Cooper,
I don't know.
is supposed to say do a mask update.
I think he already did.
Did he? What did he say? Big changes or no?
I don't know what he said. I
Must not have been that important.
He's Democrat.
Fuck him.
Fuck him,
I
right?
don't pay attention. It seems like everything's open.
It is
So-
to a degree, but do you think so you're kind of on? You're saying that
I think he said by June there's no more mask mandate by June or something. Because I was like, why the fuck is it June?
Because it's after May.
Yeah, why? I'm just saying, it's like, why not like in 2 weeks, like every other thing he's announced? It's always been 2 weeks out. Why is this like 4 weeks out?
so
I just realized tomorrow is May 4th.
it is big Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
So you don't think there's going to be a surge? You think we're going to probably level out, or this might become just a normal thing for the world?
Well, it's going to be one of those things where a lot of the people are vaccinated, and then the people that don't get vaccinated don't give a shit anyway, so they're not going to get tested either.
Yeah. So
So the test numbers are just going to go down inherently because of vaccinated and people that don't care.
do you think the coronavirus would be abolished if in a perfect world,
And now on the 34th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States,
in a perfect world, if
we
every
the peeps.
if every single person in the world was vaccinated, do you think we could crush the coronavirus?
I think, yeah, in like 150 years, they're going to be like,
We
we've
the
abolished
people."
this virus, 150 years under oppression.
Is that how it works, or could something
No,
squeak through?
we only need like 60 or 70% of the population to be vaccinated for it to go away.
And what are we at? Nowhere near that.
100 million. Or about a third.
Well, with
In the U.S.,
in the U.S., we're about like 30-something% right now.
but you need the whole world on board.
You need like
Close the borders.
you need like 70% of the globe.
Biden
yes.
closed the borders to India. That racist.
Yeah, but it's okay for Biden to do it. Heaven forbid anybody else do it. They become a fucking target.
Tell you what, though, I haven't had any robocalls this week.
I have. Maybe
I've noticed that. I've noticed that. No one's asked me about my car's extended warranty so far. That
okay, look.
there has to be a correlation.
If
there.
white people humor fucking steals your joke, I'm gonna say something to
white
him.
people humor
on
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah, that motherfucker.
Or, there's a joke there. There's a fucking Instagram joke. You've just fucking created gold,
No,
Chris.
That dude just trolls Reddit and just like reposts everything on Reddit and
Yeah.
just gives those people credit. He makes some original content, but half of his stuff is just.
You know what? If I found out someone's listened this long into an episode and still something, I'll be kind of proud.
Well, they need to credit you for it.
Yeah.
I'm still proud.
What do you got, Alex?
Oh, we were talking about governors. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jim Hunt served 2 8-year terms as governor.
Is he related to Mike?
Yeah, good pizza.
Mike Hunt.
Well, hopefully we'll abolish this virus.
With an executive order, I think Biden could do it.
I've not got coronavirus. I don't think anybody in this room has gotten
We probably
the virus.
all had it.
Maybe.
You can get tested for antibodies to see if you have or
Yeah,
haven't.
but it doesn't matter. If I had it in January when me and Alex were both coughing and around each other anyway.
But then I didn't get sick and Tyler didn't get sick.
Yeah,
From it.
so.
The crazy thing
It ain't
is,
that bad.
is in another 6 months after you get your vaccine, you got to get it again. It only lasts 6 months.
I heard they just don't know. Like it could be a
I
year,
don't
it could
think
be 2
anybody knows
years.
anything.
No,
Well,
I think it's just they're doing the vaccine. I don't want to get down a conspiracy rabbit hole with this.
Why not?
Like,
That's
what
what we're
conspiracy
good
you
at.
got?
It's like I don't know if it's just a placebo and they're just doing it to make us feel better.
That's what the masks are for.
Well, I mean, there are
don't work.
vaccines in the past that worked. Why wouldn't this one be a
I
vaccine?
know. I don't know.
The plague just had to run its course.
Thomas is just waiting for the FDA, the FDA to just be like, it's good to go.
It's good to go.
We
Oh, the
approved
CDC.
No, the FDA.
The
How much?
FDA.
Yeah,
Everybody
FDA
has
has
a
to-
price. They're just waiting for their payout
It takes
to say
like
that.
3 years to get a new drug through the FDA.
So they're
does.
basically doing what GNC does every fucking day,
Oh, so
selling
we're
you. They're the one. The fucking FDA will tell you all day long.
Big
We
GNC.
don't agree with what GNC does, and we don't recommend you take their products. Just like vitamins, right? Like,
They're not backed by the FDA.
yeah, and the FDA will tell you all day long, don't take that stuff. But here we are with this 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, however many vaccines we've got that's not backed up by the FDA.
Well,
And
the
it's-
FDA is pretty strict on stuff. and it's
Actually,
like
you kind of
other
got a good
countries
connection
pass-
there. Like GNCs, there's
Well,
like
the ones that are the vaccines they're giving out are approved by the FDA for emergency use.
yeah, but they're not approved.
They're approved for emergency use.
It's like GNC though. He's like, this has got horse cum in it. This will make you lift. The coronavirus, this has dead babies in it. This will heal you.
Well, I did hear a study that if you get the COVID vaccine, then you're 2 times less likely to get the flu.
Did you know that it was made with an aborted fetus?
That's fine.
I'm all about
You
that.
got to do what you got to do.
Mel
I'm about to,
Gibson-
like, piss a bunch of people off.
Mel Gibson loves that shit. So if it's good for Mel Gibson and Mel Gibson's dad and Dan Bilzerian, it's good for me. I will take all the aborted. I gotta be careful. I don't want to say
There's-
aborted babies.
There's safe ways to get fetal
It's,
What's the proper term for aborted babies?
stem cells.
I'll take all the stem cells.
There's
you
safe
got.
ways to get stem cells.
Yeah, you go to Mexico.
Does any of them require not killing the baby?
Yes.
They're not.
Okay, cool.
A lot of
killing-
them are taken out of the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they can.
Like they don't even
I just
kill the baby.
seen some people saying that. Is
They
there,
used to do it from killing the baby.
is there like faith excuse?
Yeah.
But there's.
now they don't have to.
I actually think they can farm the stem cells.
They just keep dropping in the same loot cave.
They're-
Stem cells.
Just farm the baby, you know.
There's
Is it like the Matrix?
All it takes is to go in that cave. 3 months later, you can harvest them.
Elizabeth. My
You
wife.
just walk back out and reset, walk back in.
3 months later, reset.
Well, my wife was going to try to get a job at a stem cell facility where all of us could go in there and get stem cells. It's right
Ooh.
here in North
There's one in
Carolina.
Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be sweet. It makes you like super strong.
I don't think it's
That's
the
not what it
same
does.
kind, though.
Makes your legs run a little bit faster.
It's like it's kind of similar to plastic surgery. You can go in there, tightens up stuff,
Yeah.
heals stuff faster, a little faster.
You just go in there, they give it to you in your arm, your asshole tightens up for some reason.
I
you
mean-
don't get to pick and choose; it just does it.
There's a good chance it's a placebo effect as well. I
Probably.
mean,
Kobe used to get it like his DNA swirled around in his knee.
now we're
and look what happened to him.
That's what I was gonna say.
Shit grew wings.
Yeah, unless he didn't have. He
Now
didn't
Red
have.
Bull.
Didn't save his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, his daughter wasn't getting it.
He didn't save her.
It didn't give
I
him
hope
bulletproof
not.
skin.
He didn't become the man of steel. He was just a man in steel.
Yeah, he got degloved. Man, degloved.
Oh no!
So yeah, there was breaking news today.
Wait.
What's that?
That happened just before the podcast.
I thought the India was the breaking news.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
All right.
that was breaking news as well. But there was another story I learned about right before the podcast happened. Brace yourselves. Bill and Melinda Gates.
Yes.
Bill Gates, the big guy, they're getting a divorce.
Are they really?
Yes, after
She
27 years of marriage.
She is gonna be so
Wait.
rich.
Inconceivable. What is it? Irrecoverable. What did he say? I don't want to. We apparently got a word.
Irreconcilable differences.
Yeah. We got a
Oh,
wordsmith
hedonite.
listening,
I thought that's what we were looking for.
Hedonistic.
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 Yeah.
So, anyways,
I'm an idiot.
they announced it the best way possible on Twitter
Hell.
by saying that they have been together for 27 years and they just no longer could see themselves growing together. And through hard relationships and other indifferences, they're deciding to go on their separate paths.
It's probably because he wouldn't give up the recipe for the vaccine.
For India.
And she was like, do it. And he's like, no. I guarantee you.
It's probably
Something like that.
It's either that because he could save a lot of people in
Yeah.
India, and they're both strong activists. But
That
him
is
not doing
super
that,
weird.
she wants to go pursue more activism for helping people, and he was like, "Nah, I gotta
Who's
keep
gonna?
making money."
I wonder who gets the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
They said they're still going to work together to make that happen.
Is that true? He didn't want to give up the recipe.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yes.
wouldn't give out the
Patent to
ingredients.
I mean,
manufacture it.
I can see where he's coming from, his reasoning as why not to.
Yeah, right. He's only worth how many hundreds of billions
Well,
of
you
dollars?
can't just give out the recipe to the world and they just
he's worth-
fucking start black marketing it.
He's worth 130 billion, roughly.
Yeah, Roy, I see what you're saying. It's a business.
But from the same point, he could save a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He could sell it for a fraction of a cost.
Well, on the other hand, too, what if they fuck up manufacturing it and make it wrong and hurt a lot of
Yeah.
people? Is that I think
like
that
what's
was,
already happening.
Well, no, like worse. Like, like 1 in every 3 shots makes you go have a stroke instead of 1 in every 10,000.
Well, then you have to make the materials more affordable. The problem is there's problems everywhere.
But they
just
would-
like
And this is India. They would cut corners. Did you see their oxygen tank fill up lines? Like, come on.
I don't know. I would imagine if you had
They social distance their dead bodies. Come on.
what is the medicine that you need to take? Insulin. Like insulin
Insulin.
in most other countries is almost free,
It's like
except in the
$6.
United States. It's like super expensive in the United States. I would imagine India or
Big
other
pharma.
countries can get the materials to make the vaccine for hardly anything,
It just depends.
unless you're in America.
I'm just wondering if she's leaving him because he only eats grass-based beef.
Well, who
What's
wouldn't
wrong-
want
what's
to?
wrong, What's wrong with grass-based beef?
Well, it's like he doesn't eat meat anymore. He eats plant-based everything
Oh,
Also, he
eats
goes
beef.
to Kurger Bing.
because he's against having actual beef because of the carbon emissions that cows make.
Yeah, they're farting all up and down the block.
So-
Fucking, it's not just Smokey Joe and his diesel pickup ruining
I
things.
like
It's
how
cows.
we're so conscious about the world. When you look at China, they just got clothes in the rivers and shit.
Yeah,
the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Just dump them in the river.
They
Yeah.
shit in the street and it's just
Yeah.
smokestacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're really gonna help go zero carbon neutral here in the next 20 years. Yeah.
I saw a graph the other day of like from best to worst, and I think we were like number one as far as the pollution.
Is worst.
Worst,
I don't know.
maybe us or China, but
We're
we
top. I mean,
were up there.
Got to be the best at everything you do.
I think China's worse though. They
China-
don't have
Possible.
any regulations.
China
on this
skews
stuff.
their-
They have none.
They fuck their numbers. You know they do.
Yeah,
You know they fuck their numbers.
they literally fuck the numbers. They're just like there's so much pleasure in just seeing those bad numbers.
Can't show,
They-
you can't show skeletons though.
It's like they're living in the 20s, but they're like modern day. Like they just no regulation, no fucks given.
Remember the movie The Last Samurai? Whenever he finally comes back from being with the samurais and walks through Japan, and they have
Such
all
a
those
stupid movie.
all those
I
electrical,
love that movie. What are you talking about?
all the electrical lines are like everywhere and everything's brown and stuff. It's still like that today.
Yeah, a white man comes in and changes the Asian climate.
It had to be Tom Cruise. I love that movie too.
I like the fight scenes.
Yeah, I love that movie too until
It's a
you
good
think about
story.
it and you're like, this is stupid.
They just-
The samurai would never bring
Allow a white dude
to become so good
at
that
being
they
a samurai.
that they fucking follow his orders at the end, basically.
That's what
And then
happens.
Indians would never take in the fucking guy from Waterworld either.
Kevin Costner.
They never allow these
You don't
things.
like the white savior?
after
colonizer?
after we killed
The
all
colonizer.
the buffalo, the
A
white
bunch
man,
of
the
buffalo.
Indians would never be like, this one's okay. This white man, he's okay. He's got long hair.
He's cool with me.
It's situational. I think if you saved like one of their kids or something, you know.
They'd still scalp your fucking ass. They'd scalp the shit out of your ass. But anyways, I mean,
Yep.
we were talking about China.
China being bad polluted.
Well, before that, we were even on.
Bill
I mean,
Gates getting
still
divorced.
still
She's gonna be-
intellectual properties.
She's gonna be rich unless she signed a prenup.
I'm just saying, Bill Gates, you need to get back on that nanobot technology because she override it.
Dude, she's been married for like
27 years.
yeah, so she gets half.
She deserves it. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying how fucking rich is she gonna be? It's gonna be close to half.
Well, she's gonna be less rich than Jeff Bezos' wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, no, she'll be more because she ended up giving most of hers away
She.
like an idiot.
What do you mean?
She gave a lot of her money away to charity
Oh,
and then married a science teacher.
well,
She's already married.
Yeah, she's getting remarried.
Wow, that guy hit the jackpot.
They made it like each other. I mean, what's the profession have to do with
I'm sure
anything?
they were fucking like before they broke up.
I'm sure Bezos was fucking.
Yeah, I'm sure he
He
everybody
probably
was
had
else.
an
too.
open marriage, and he's like,
Probably.
"Ah, we're done."
Dude, Bezos had a closet out of Amazon boxes, and he could just stick his dick in there, and it gets sucked off by.
he had an
Lord
Amazon
knows.
robot probably that they were R&D in.
I think in our first or second episode, we had a jerk off box. I
We
think.
did.
He had a jerk off box. Yeah. Now it's just the employees. You know, he's got them stuck in there pissing in bottles, and they jerk him off when he sticks his dick in.
You know, there's a great possibility that there's an R&D group at Amazon, and Jeff Bezos is working on a robot that can do any and everything.
That'd be better if it's an R&B group.
Boys to men.
This robot suck your dick.
But there's someone in the world that's already working on AI
Yeah.
that can have sex with you.
That's Bill Gates.
I've seen it on the Vice channel. It's like a real doll that has this like
As
weird.
Boston Robotics.
Yeah.
Probably.
He can do a backflip and sit on your dick.
It's like you just fucking rip it.
You're like trying to kick it over and it won't fall down. It catches itself.
Get off of me!
It
Get off of me!
catches
It's like-
itself.
The guy's like, we have to lube the hole.
Whoops.
God, can you imagine getting raped by a robot?
Holds you
Oh.
down.
Terrible.
Would it pound the fuck out of you or not?
Yeah, because it wouldn't be stimulated. It's just like
It's just
What about like a more powerful being, like a god, like rapes you?
it just crushes your pelvis.
it could crush your penis with its kegels.
Would it have Kegels?
Yeah, it's gonna have to have kegels. Like there's got to be something in there to push and pressurize your penis.
This whole time though, it's like it's malfunctioning. So it's just like pleasure attained, pleasure
Yeah,
attained.
it's like a child.
and you're just like, stop.
It's
it.
that side neck guy just like, ow, ow, ow.
It's like a kid grabbing a frog and it doesn't know when to stop squeezing and just
Yeah.
kills the frog. It's like the robot doesn't quite know when's too much pressure on your penis.
And just pops the head.
He goes to give you a blowjob and puts his hand on your dick, and then the first stroke just rips it right off your body.
Or it just squeezes your penis through its finger.
It's
through
just
all.
it's like Play-Doh out.
But yeah, that's crazy. How would you put? You'd have to have like pressure sensors in that whole
Well, I think
motherfucker.
That's the easiest part.
Yeah,
that's the easiest part to figure out.
I would imagine that wouldn't be too bad because they make the robotic arms for people that lose their limbs, like military and stuff like that, and they're able to pick up bottles without like picking them up and going like.
Yeah, they already make the dolls that do that.
You know how many sensors have gone out in all the vehicles in my possession? That fucking pressure sensor is gonna go bad.
Fucking solenoid's bad. The fuse is going to go out.
You can't fuck your robot for 2 weeks because the parts are on back order.
Take a crescent wrench and tap it on the side, make sure it
Oh, yeah.
works.
You gotta take a wrench and like
Arc it.
hit two of the points together just to jump it.
So you like power the robot down because you're waiting on a part, so you're literally fucking a loose hole because it's just you're so used to nightly sex with your
But
robot.
basically, it's still on inside, and it's like, oh, get my vengeance.
I think if anyone make it would be Elon Musk. It'd be like the Tesla bot.
Well, there's definitely a company creating these sex robots, but like I was saying, it's got this weird clear brain section that you put a wig over.
Yeah.
But it's like a real doll, but it can talk and move its lips.
I'm a real boy.
It's really creepy. So it's not sophisticated. It can't move its limbs.
You're
It
just-
can't do things. It
You're
can't
just
walk.
sitting there at night, just like, hi.
It will it'll communicate with you.
Wake up, Steven.
It's
Wake up, Steven. Time for pleasure.
Why don't you love me, Steven? You're like, God damn it. I don't want a real relationship. But
How come I always do the dishes, Steven? Take the trash out.
would you guys have a robot that did chores around your house while you were home?
Yes.
While you're away, would you?
It's called a Roomba.
I'm saying it's very sophisticated. Could take your trash out,
Oh,
clean
like
your
our
dishes,
robot?
clean your just like that.
Fuck yeah.
You would?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What if?
You don't like that?
But
Dude, that'd be sweet.
yes.
It wouldn't even have to have the pleasure side. If it just did chores around the house, that'd be amazing.
Yes, but so you wouldn't be worried. Would the thought be on the back of your head, on the back of your mind, that this thing is it gaining info to kill me?
They already know all about me.
Yeah, it's tapped into your social media. And
They
everything.
know
Well, they don't know about
everything.
you. You don't give your Gmail to anybody.
So you guys would have, but let's talk about it. How much would that
I'm
technology
not gonna
be?
let that go.
You guys don't have a Roomba. You don't even have a robot that cleans your house. So that's like
Yeah,
like
just,
$100,000 technology.
Look, I got this thing in
Roomba.
my pocket, and Facebook gets everything they want from me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, would you invest in a robot that
Yes.
could clean your house?
Yes, that would be sweet.
It'd be really expensive though.
All it does is do dishes and clean. That's fine.
But it has to be able to walk, grab a dish, not crush it, clean it, look at it and say, this is clean, put it in the dryer, and then go and do other chores that require pressure sensitive, movements.
It can do that.
It's expensive technology though.
Well, you just put sensors and cameras on it, and it just has like a general feel. I mean, it should be fine.
That's just a robot. You don't want to do that with AI.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be honest,
It would
this-
just need coding and algorithm. You wouldn't want it to learn. You would want it to do basic task.
I know, but think
Like-
about all the things that are required to move like us.
It's just codings. It's just code.
you
Same
can't
thing like making a video game. Like
I
all
can't
that
just
shit
I
is-
can't just code this laptop to make it fucking have arms. Like the technology is the mechanics and everything involved is super
If
advanced.
you had a thing with little hydraulic actuators and a little circuit board and then your computer hooked up to it, you could put a USB into it, and you could write out like a thing of code.
that
and
sounds
make
like
the
a
hand just go like
steampunk
this.
robot. You're like,
You know what I mean?
Just blowing valves out.
Okay, what about these people that make the fucking battle robots, the battle bots and shit?
They have steam shooting out every joint. It's like,
I'm just saying, you can have electronic things and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be like,
that's what it would do. It's
it
like,
doesn't have to be like,
fuck.
it doesn't have to be like super, it can be like cable tension and stuff like that where it has just like little pulleys and stuff, you know?
pulleys.
You know what I mean?
Like,
talking
this is
about?
the robot like, come here, Thomas.
You're like counterweights in the back of the robot.
You know what I mean.
600 pounds of pressure. Then the cable snaps. It's like,
This robot weighs
I'm just saying.
1,500 pounds.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean. It can have like tension or something. I'm not a robotics specialist. I'm thinking
Obviously.
outside the box.
I know you were like, yeah, that robot's easy. It's just coding.
People that know how to do it, it's easy for them. For me, I don't know what I'm fucking doing, but for them, they could just have it to where it senses a toilet bowl. If it sees a brown smear, it's going to clean it. That's all you
Yeah.
got to do. You don't have to have it be like, analyzing.
Well, no, I'm not talking about.
Fuck this guy. I'm cleaning this shit again.
Do you know how sensitive a thing would have to be to pick this up gingerly, not crush it like the dick that we were just talking about?
That's why I said they make robotic arms for people that have the pressure sensitivity built in because they can't feel their hand, but they still use their brain to control the arm.
There's no brain in a robot.
Right.
Yet.
That's why. You code it. It has lines of code, and it only does certain things. Kind of like your Xbox.
We're hundreds of years away from this.
Yeah, I'm just so impressed that you're like this isn't that hard.
See,
if someone wants to do it, they can do it.
See, we're going two directions here. He's talking about like the Jetsons having your Rosie. And you're talking about the episode of Family Matters where Steve built a robot.
And it looked like Steve, but like kind of blocky. It was like Minecraft Steve. Okay, if I can watch a guy take his pool table and a pool cue and have himself write the coding, and all he has to do is hold the stick up to it, and it has cameras and sensors and QR codes all around it, and he holds the stick up, and he can win a game of 8-ball without actually doing anything, you can make a robot.
You can't make a robot that goes to the dishwasher.
He built this in his own fucking basement, and it plays pool. All he has to do is hold the stick up to it, and it calibrates.
What do you mean he holds the stick up to it?
He holds the thing up.
Okay.
And then the stick calibrates. It sets the angle. It does the arc, and then it goes.
Why is he holding the stick?
Because he doesn't have a robot that holds
That's
the stick.
the issue.
That's the issue.
If you made a robot that could walk to the
It's
pool,
just one more step. Just one more step.
But how much room is this taking up just for him to hold the stick to do it?
And it's the same normal amount the pool table, and then it has like this little engine and pulleys and stuff behind the stick.
Do you realize
how much is that? Think about all that.
It's like this. It's
for
like
one
this. It's
for
like
him,
this.
and then
it has wires and stuff going down, and then it has like a smaller stick.
Imagine
down
all
here.
that for a whole body.
Yeah, imagine
they could do this.
Imagine how
years down the road.
Imagine how
it's feasible though.
Technical it is just to get the robot to move its left leg.
Okay, Boston
like
Dynamics
us.
has dogs. They have robot
you
dogs.
seen that
They
thing?
have a walking robot that does a backflip, right?
Yeah.
It's like
It's ridiculous.
And it looks silly, but at the same time, it's not AI. It's codes.
Yeah,
all that is code.
I think we'll get exosuits before that.
We have exosuits, but they're really dangerous.
How come we don't give them to the people of Downs that are on the police system?
Because the power supply is inefficient.
True. Yeah.
Because
a nuclear reactor.
You'd have to have like
thing.
you'd have to have like 24 DeWalt batteries for it.
Hey,
Amish battery scale.
if that gets that woman off that guy's face from last week,
It's because we don't have like fusion or nuclear batteries. It's like you're not going to hook 3 car batteries to it.
Like, can you imagine like a nuclear reactor the size of a AA?
that'd be awesome.
It's
That
just
would
like a little
be
fusion,
cool.
little ion battery.
Yeah.
It lasts like 8 months, and it's this big, but it powers your whole house.
Until somebody takes one on an airplane.
well, airplanes.
You just throw it like a snap rock or those little pop rock
Oh,
things.
yeah. It's just like the loudest snap ever.
It's the cutest little mushroom cloud ever.
So airplanes will probably have nuclear engines. in the
No.
future.
No.
We've
Can you
talked about
think of
this.
9/11 with a nuclear airplane?
They call this the SAR bomb plane.
You thought jet fuel melted still. Wait till a nuclear bomb hits it.
Well, they don't explode. They don't like a sub's
detonate it.
engine.
You have to actually-
It'll just
An aircraft carrier's engine won't explode like
It'll just
that.
radiate the whole fucking area.
It won't. It doesn't explode like that. Even like
It'll just leak radiation everywhere.
I think there's
like
even
Chernobyl.
I think there's safety measures even for those engines on those aircraft carriers, and even Chernobyl, like that was a different type of
Yeah, they
uranium.
They fucked themselves.
New power plants, well, except for Fukushima, but new power plants don't really. They have like so many safety measures in place to protect them against that shit. But
Yeah.
Fukushima's like a
But they
little
don't
bit
like
different.
float
I
to
guess.
the
Yeah.
air.
Well, once again, the aircraft carrier, most military, large aircraft carriers and submarines and stuff have a nuclear reactor that just won't explode.
Yeah,
like,
but it's just going to sink to the seafloor.
well, I don't think
and
it
it's
acts
covered
the
with
same
water.
though. I don't think it acts like a.
If it's nuclear,
Like
it has radiation.
It does. I just don't think it's like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
I
and
don't-
Chernobyl had like multiple uranium sticks and stuff in there. Is why that was so bad.
Yeah,
like it was a core of uranium.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't have a nuclear reactor
So
on
how
a
does
large
that even
airplane.
work? Because
I don't
doesn't
know the technology.
like
I
on a
don't know.
submarine, it's the nuclear reactor.
I think it works on a submarine because the same way they do with nuclear power plants, they don't get the energy from The nuclear part, they get the energy from the steam that it produces, and that's why it works on carriers and submarines because they're in the water.
You wouldn't just have an airplane in the sky steaming.
It's just sucking up humidity, the condensation from the air.
That's true. That's probably why it works well on a boat.
So maybe you could have a nuclear blimp.
Oh, here you go. A nuclear-powered aircraft. The intention was to produce a jet engine that would heat compressed air with heat from fission instead of heat from the burning fuel.
Ah.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
so they have made this, or it's just a theorized?
Concept. This is a concept. It's during the Cold War.
It's probably not. It's probably not cost effective either right now.
Hell Hydra.
I mean, we're barely able to switch to electric vehicles, and a lot of people are saying they're going to start switching back now because they don't like to charge their vehicle at night. Because it's like you can fill up at the gas station in like a couple minutes, but it takes hours to charge your vehicle.
It was a luxury, and now it's a burden. It was a club. It was a cult status.
But they said the new electric vehicles are going to charge within like 30 minutes to a full charge.
And then possibly that why can't they introduce wireless charging? We have it on our cell phones. Why couldn't you get close?
The amount of current, Tyler.
Give me a key charger, the whole size of my whole garage.
Just make the manhole covers battery chargers.
Oh.
You drive across them.
Yeah, they're like magnetic. Yeah, and as you're driving, your vehicle recharges as you're driving.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they can't do that with the brake rotors. They already have regenerated power brake rotors, but why can't it constantly provide? I don't understand.
Alternator charges battery to your battery. Why can't it give energy to a solar battery?
What if they put an alternator in an electric vehicle?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why this technology can't propel itself.
Put 4 alternators
Yeah, why can't
in a
the wheels
Tesla?
generate energy?
I think
back
it does.
into the battery.
I think
Just
it
such
does.
a
It's
small
just,
amount.
It's the amount of
Yeah.
energy loss. It's only
Just
like
made the whole top of the car a fucking solar panel.
It's
Just
like
put 500 wheels on that thing.
Fuck it. Put gas in it.
like I think you only get like 20% of the energy back from the kinetic energy from the tires
Well,
because of so much loss.
yeah, I definitely think that electric vehicles are not where they need to be.
They're much better than they were.
Yeah, well, have you seen the new Humvee coming out? That thing has like 1,300 horsepower and like 12,000 foot-pounds of torque.
All available there's no lead up to it. You just hit it and it's like, fuck.
You just snap your neck.
Well, they
and die.
definitely have a speed controller. Like,
I doubt it.
it's not like on or off. It's not like 100 or 0. It's 100 or 0.
I can't wait till the redneck engineers get a hold of it. The people are just
They
like,
squatted.
they squatted. I took the governor off this something.
Oh, it doesn't have. Dude, that thing is nasty.
I took it down to the track. They just hit it and it just flips it back.
I don't think rednecks would get it though because they're like purists for like Cummins and diesel and stuff.
Oh, there's some techno rednecks out there.
Are there?
Yeah.
They're just out here like EDM dropping and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They first got to purchase it, and they're like way over $100K for the new
I'm
Humvee.
sorry, but I see people driving $70,000 trucks, living in $15,000 houses.
Them stimmies hit hard, man.
This will happen.
I know someone personally who bought one of those $70,000 trucks, put about $10,000 into it, wheels and suspension, and then tried to sell it for $70,000 because he couldn't afford the payments. So
Sounds like a terrible investment.
I think that a lot of it is probably just living above your standards and needing to fit into a societal, image.
I mean, if you live in a $15,000 house, though, I mean,
Things are pretty easy to afford. You're right, but there's also the flip, which people are trying to buy $300,000-$400,000 houses, and then they can't afford to even put furniture in it because on the outside it looks like they've made it, and they got their nice big Yukon, but on the inside it's virtually empty because they can't fucking afford furniture.
That's fair trade off. Furniture's cheap.
Furniture
Yeah.
could also be overrated, but so is that expensive house.
Yeah.
There's
I'd rather have nice furniture.
and a
Comfortable furniture, I will say that.
Yeah, and a subpar house.
Yeah.
You'd rather have a nice truck and a cheap house.
No, I'd rather have a better house than a vehicle.
Oh, I was just putting it into like layman's terms. Like Chris was saying, $70,000 truck, $15,000 house.
Yeah, investing in a vehicle is a bad idea.
Yes, it is.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I just think
What?
I think if you can afford it, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, fuck it, do it. If that's what you want to do it. I don't care.
but there is wise investments.
Yeah.
but invest in whatever you want, like Alex said.
Yeah.
It's your one life.
If you got the money, do it. Fuck it. If
Yeah.
you can afford it, if you ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah, it's like my neighbors. They're like, we got 2 gladiators.
Fuck it, man. Fuck the haters.
Gladiators.
Um,
I don't, okay.
but
Do they just like meet in the Coliseum?
It's a big old Jeep.
You know, they just like, we both have one.
Why? Why'd they get 2?
His and hers.
does it say that on the front?
I just,
I'd put hers on it. Fuck it.
Just put his and his on there.
Just
What
do
would
it.
what would your gladiator look like? And what would your wife's gladiator look
My
like?
Gladiator would look like a fucking armored vehicle. I get fucking rhino liner outside of it. Fucking black out
Big
everything.
wheels,
Big wheels.
big
Fucking
bumpers.
Put a winch on the front.
Yeah,
Fucking
Why not?
50 cal on
put
top.
a gas can on the back.
Oh yeah,
I'll never use
the
it.
metal gas cans.
Put the jack on the front. Like
No,
a jack up the front, you know.
no doors even in the winter.
No
The,
doors.
the stuck paddles, the ones that you like
Yeah.
shimmy under the wheel if you get stuck in
Yeah.
the sand, they got to be on the back.
Big old shovel on the side.
Then what would your wife's version of her gladiator
Just
look
stock.
Nothing extra.
Probably no CD player.
like? Why? It just makes it cheaper and cheaper and
That
cheaper.
way I can afford
Your
no power
shit.
windows, no power windows, no Sirius XM radio.
I don't know. She might need the brush guards on hers.
Would you maybe at least
Nah,
get
maybe.
like, would you get the stick figure
just for driving
man,
around?
woman,
normal?
and a dog on the back?
Oh, the family thing.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
My dinosaur family ain't your state family.
Yeah.
But I do want to go back to the robots for a split second. I think we were both on different pages.
Okay.
I was just talking about the complexities and the advancements of all the movements required.
Right.
I know that with proper coding, you can make those limbs and mechanics
Yeah.
move, but fitting all those mechanics into a tiny, small, human-sized package, we're, like Alex said, years and years and years and years away from making that streamlined. It is not streamlined.
You need quantum computing for that.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
That too.
And they're just learning how to do that.
That's whenever that's unlocked. That's going to be a whole other
It's
rabbit
like
hole.
we're ringing the doorbell right now.
But when quantum computing's unlocked,
We'll be able
you
to time
can
travel.
crack anybody's password that's on today's technology.
Until you make passwords that uses quantum computing.
Yeah, but the guy that invents it,
Quantum
he's like,
passwords.
I'm in everybody's DMs, boys.
It just shows up as dick pics everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's like, why not?
You'll have to get the AMD or the Intel Q7, Q9 processors for that shit.
Q9.
We're a ways off. I just think a robot in the kitchen.
Could you imagine it has the arms like the ones from the GMC factory where they're putting pieces together?
Oh.
That's what
Like the
And
Mr.
those-
Stark ones? It's just
Yeah.
like little pincers?
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny that you're like, yeah, that's not that hard. Just it's a human. Like
If people wanted to, if somebody really had the money and resources to make it, they would make it.
is that thing recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
If they had the money, well, they have the money and they are working on it. But if somebody actually funded a shit ton of money into it, it would get done sooner than you think.
Well,
A lot
that
sooner
can be
than you
said
think.
for everything.
Yeah.
And enough money thrown at it, it's achievable. But then
People don't want to waste their money because they're like, my return on investment's not worth this much being put into it.
the
Not
sad
when
thing
it'll
is,
kill you.
It could. If it's not AI, if it's just code, then it won't. But if they develop AI, then it could.
AI won't even make it to bodies. It's just
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
because
like,
that one Twitter AI that said
Yeah.
kill the Jews or something.
AI is going to come out, break free, and just go into space. Then 100 years later, they'll come
Comes
back and
back.
kill us.
Yeah.
It's gonna gold disc itself out.
That's what everybody's worried
It's gonna
about.
go to Cybertron.
Yeah, it's going to go out, find the Voyager 2, read the gold disc, and then remember it's like, get pissed and come back.
I just think if you had one of those nice robots and the factory or the company prevented people from having sex with it, I think someone would tape a pocket pussy on that
They
thing and
would.
train its robot to
Yeah.
back up into
would.
you over and over.
They would
and
get it
over.
while I was washing the dishes.
Yeah, it's like
it's just rocking back and forth washing the dishes.
Yeah,
and
you're-
it's just like
You're like, robot, this is how I want you to wash dishes. I want you to move back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, over and over. And when I tell you to stop, that's when you can stop moving. And you've literally got a pocket pussy taped in between its legs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice you like the motherboard, the hub for all the robots is stockpiling all this stuff.
Yeah,
it's like,
you-
I will
It's remembering
remember
this.
forever.
You forgot that you hit the yes button when it said, would you like to send feedback for your product purchase? And you're like, yes. And now they're like watching you fuck the robot.
The butthole's a camera.
It's going in the cloud.
Can you imagine though, like having to buy a chastity belt for your robot because your teenage son keeps raping it?
What if your robot gets addicted to
Oh, that's
that
a whole
movement?
nother thing. It's like you can't rape a robot, Chris.
No, but it's your robot, and you're like, son, stop raping my robot
Oh, you have a robot and you can file rape suits against other people for your robot?
for raping my robot.
Is this Bicentennial Man too? Is different rights for a robot?
It's rape centennial
Can you
man.
essay a robot?
So,
Oh.
so to,
Essay.
to say something to your thing,
Sexual
Chris,
assault.
like,
Yeah, Holmes.
yes,
They can't say words on YouTube anymore. You gotta
certain
use-
words
you gotta
like
use
can't
essay
use
and-
rape and
Yeah, everything we just said all episode.
Eh,
well, you spurred this dark.
We're not saying we're gonna do it. We're just
You just can't say it at all.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
though.
really?
You can't say the C word. You can't say SA word. You can't say the P word. You can't say the R word.
What's the P word? Penis?
pedo?
Oh, okay.
Can't talk about that.
What's SA?
Huh?
What's SA?
Sexual assault.
Why can't you say
Oh, I
that?
thought you were saying essay.
No.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I was like, "What's up?"
You never
Holmes?
heard their podcast? They say SA because they can't say the like.
Yeah,
you
I've
get
heard that.
demonetized, right?
I've heard that.
Why
Your
can't you
video
say
gets-
sexual assault?
It's a topic YouTube doesn't want to talk. Put in front.
But what happened to all those true crime things?
What do you mean?
Did they get those
It
taken
can
down?
it can trigger someone.
I guess essay isn't really a thing when you're talking about robots. So
Not yet.
The reason they say essay is because it makes it through the algorithm.
Yeah.
Kind
Certain words that it hits.
of like people misspelling moron.
They don't want to say sexual assault because their video gets dinged and they aren't
get-
public.
And you also don't cuss in the first minute of your video. Also,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Luckily, we don't.
but once you get through your first minute, you can do what
Well-
you want to.
No, we do. Fast
Yeah.
as fuck, boy.
That's the problem. That's probably
there it is.
The algorithm keeps it down just because of that.
Nah.
Also,
We're screwed because of that.
well, I
Him.
still follow guys that has large following.
if you already have a large following, it don't matter.
Yeah.
But if you're a new channel trying to get views and traffic,
We just need our followers to share our stuff with
Yeah.
other people, new people.
Just like Devin did.
We gotta, shout out to Devin.
Yeah, he went
thanks,
like
man.
a mad motherfucker on Instagram.
He might be a few months, maybe few days, few weeks away from hearing this episode if he starts at the bottom. But thank you for
Thanks.
the support.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, share it with people. Spread our words with everybody. Maybe it's not for your mom and dad and super religious friends and family,
It's not
but
for a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
just a man thing.
so
I think a lot more people like it than they care to admit.
yeah.
I don't know.
So Donnie did tell me the other day that the reason that he hasn't been able to watch a tremendous amount is because he has a new job, he has a new partner, and the partner's an older person that's kind of training him because he's a local person now where we live, and so he doesn't feel comfortable blasting the podcast over his new with his new partner.
Is he back in our area?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, he's a local sheriff now.
Well, congratulations.
So if you get pulled, hopefully, if you get pulled over, it's going to be Donnie. But that's why it's true. He's a little worried about the kickback from his.
Well, I don't blame him, dude. I wouldn't risk getting kicked back
Yeah,
off
we
something like that.
say some strange things on here sometimes.
Well, we do support the boys in blue. We support everybody.
As long as you're not doing anything bad. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not a problematic boy in blue,
Yeah.
you got to follow the rules. You can't beat people up with the fucking old. What is that beating stick thing called?
A club.
Baton.
Baton, but I thought they club.
Billy club?
Billy club. Billy club.
Beating Billy up.
You can't be pulling your service pistol out thinking it's a
A taser.
taser.
Fire round.
Yeah. Like the video you were showing us where they making the people lay down in the hallway, screaming at him to stay still, and then we didn't get to see him shot, but apparently got shot.
They play drums at the end of it. It's like da 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 da. Somebody does a snare roll. I don't know.
Well, I did
drum roll, please.
I did see that Dan Bilzerian Las Vegas video again. Like
I love
yesterday.
that video. Let me help. I know what I'm doing. Who the hell are you?
Holy fuck! A girl just got blew her brains out all over me. It's fucking crazy,
The
man.
cop said that. Who are you?
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck you are. He's like, here, I showed you my
He's like,
creds.
give me a gun. I can help. I can get this guy.
He told the cop, he's like, I'm a cop. I
was
showed you my creds. And the cop's like, I don't fucking know you. Get the fuck away
He's wearing
from me.
like a black T-shirt, camo shorts, and
Cowboy
a
hat.
Like that's his generic outfit.
I don't
camo
fucking
shorts.
know you.
Well, shots are coming down from a
Yes.
hotel, and he's like, I can handle this.
Yes.
He told the cop that he was a cop. That he was a cop. He's
He's
like, I
stupid
showed
as
you my
fuck.
creds. So what creds does he have that are fucking a lie?
Because he ran up to the cop at the cop car while everyone's running away.
I
Gun,
swear,
Yeah.
I
He's
swear,
lucky he didn't get shot.
the balls on that guy.
I swear that they handed him or
privilege.
he had a
thought he had a gun.
magazine
Yeah.
for a gun. And then he said he was going back to his vehicle to get a gun. Could you imagine being a guy like that with a gun? You're going to get blasted by the police
He's just aiming up at a hotel.
firing back like he's fucking Rambo.
I got him.
5 shots at a hotel.
Yeah, because that's totally legal.
And
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna hit the guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dan
hit the people
Bilzerian
like-
would.
3 rooms over.
Yeah, what you're going to end up hitting is the cop who cleared the room, who's hanging out his head out the window like, clear! Stray bullet from Dan Bilzerian fucking rips through his face.
He died a hero.
Yep.
Killed by a bigger hero.
Oh, man.
Killed by the biggest hero in America.
The perfect, just
I guess the
symmetrical
stem cells.
beard. Yeah, he's getting shit on, being called a fake.
Yeah. Like everything's fake. He wasted a lot of money from investors and everything.
Yeah, everything.
Ran up bill up. and
Everything is a lie.
Like he don't own the house he's at.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All his basically his whole military career was basically a lie. People are like dissecting that whole thing. Like if you did 100-some plus days in buds, when you had to go through Q course, like the water course first, and then you're in buds, and you're doing it because you hate the military. Why would you stay in? And then he ran 10 miles on his shattered bones or something in his legs just because he hated the military.
He's one tough son of a bitch.
People are like, this shit does not add up. No, nothing about it adds up.
Right.
And apparently, his classmates in Buds, for the short time he was in it, would make songs up making fun of him behind his back. And they were just
It's like
on and on, the stories about him being an asshole and a
Yeah.
douchebag. Just go on and on.
yeah.
This is motivation.
I mean, it's smart. He's saving his money and spending all the investors' money on stuff.
Yeah.
That way, when the well dries up,
Does he have money though?
he has money from gambling.
That's questionable, too.
Some of it is. but-
He's the number 1 wealthiest gambler. And they're like, how? How is he?
I mean, he won the poker rounds. There's stuff of that's
Proof?
legit. Yeah.
Or has he paid the taxes on it?
I don't know.
But there's a story where
He
he's
used the investors' money to pay the taxes.
There's a story where he said he won $25 million against a single
There
player.
could be lies with like on some of the stuff, the prizes he won.
He told that one to
Rogan.
not Rogan, and not the older guy that passed away who had a show on like MSN or CNN. He was the really old guy that was very similar to Hugh Hefner, but it was another
Larry King.
Stanley.
Larry King, it wasn't Larry King, but he did an interview with Larry King, and Larry King was straight up asking him, like, so it says here that you kicked a woman in the face at a concert. Tell me about that. And he's like, yeah, so about that. But no, he told another guy that he won $25 million against a single player, and there's no evidence to really back that up. And then Joe Rogan was asking him about how did he have broken ankles and was running marathon in the military. And Joe Rogan's like, it just doesn't make sense to me, like blah, 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 blah. And then Dan would make up a fucking stupid excuse on why it did make sense. But I think the guy's a total fucking sham.
I like how on his IMDb it says American actor.
Yeah, because he paid $1 million to Zero Dark 30 to be in that fucking movie.
That's right.
And they only gave he was supposed to get 10 minutes of on time air, and they cut him down to like 30 seconds, and then he
Nice.
tried to sue him and he lost.
That's what happens.
So, but anyways,
Grenade.
I don't like Dan Bilzerian anymore. Dan Bilzerian is for like,
Oh, he's a trust fund kid.
yeah, his dad set up trust funds for him and his brother, and then went to jail because he was a fucking shady ass investor who took over companies and would,
Unethical business. Yeah.
yeah. So
what happens. You
that
gotta-
trust fund money's probably legit.
Got to pave the way for your kids.
That's so weird how like white collar crime pays.
Yep. Like his kids are set, but he got fucked over. But
Still,
he
you gotta
fucked over a
keep the
lot
money.
of people. Yeah.
Like if you rob somebody physically, they're not gonna let you keep it.
No, but if you get it from like businesses and economics, then you get to keep it.
Yeah, you embezzle it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because who was the guy that they portrayed, Leonardo DiCaprio portrayed in Wolf of Wall Street?
Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, Belford.
You know he still has tons
Oh,
of money.
yeah.
He has tons of followers.
Yeah, his book sale record, but just money that he had squirreled away in a Swedish account. Like, you know, he still has tons of money.
And he's got like an army of dude bros that like follow him.
That's how Dan Bilzerian is.
Like that Wolf of Wall Street probably like benefited Jordan tenfold.
Yeah, for his
Yeah.
book sales and stuff. Like that movie put him on the map with just American lore.
I like how his height is 5'7", same as Ben Shapiro.
That's
For
what
Jordan
it says.
Belfort, yeah, that's his profile.
How tall is Bilzerian?
Oh,
He's probably like 8 foot if you look at his profile.
Yeah.
I'm 8 foot.
5'9". We're all taller than both of them.
Wow.
What? All
I'm right there at him. I'm right there at 5'9", 5'10", yeah.
I'm 5'11"
Yeah.
and a half.
Well, I think Dan Bilzerian is perfect.
You're
Is the
5'12".
He's the perfect recipe for like white college kids or
Yeah.
teenagers.
Dude bros.
That's the majority of his.
The guys that put neon lights underneath their jack trucks.
Yeah, and they probably don't follow Dan Bilzerian just quite as much as the guys in khaki shorts and the polo shirts in college.
Black Nikes.
Those guys live for Dan Bilzerian.
And he always wears a boonie hat.
Yeah, which
He's a sniper.
I'll be honest, I do like his look. I do like his boonie hat and his
Yeah.
beard and his tiny shorts. And I don't know what about him,
You
but
wanna suck him off
Yeah,
next.
there you go.
he pulls the look off pretty dang well.
A white T-shirt, camo shorts, and a boonie hat
Yeah,
in the middle of a
and
Miami
boots.
party.
And big boots. Like
It makes no sense.
doesn't, but he fucking just
It's his style.
he
his look.
pulls it off
He owns
perfect.
it. He owns
Kinda
it.
like Bieber with dreads.
Bieber with dreads? Is this he has dreads?
He has dreads now, yeah.
Okay. I don't
Anyway.
think I don't like it, but
He got
It-
a bunch of shit for appropriating culture.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a thing.
well,
The
he
black
is-
guy gave him props, didn't he?
See, that doesn't make any sense to me because white people can have curly hair too.
White people probably, Caesar had curly hair and stuff.
Yeah, so am I not allowed to compliment my
There you
hair
go.
with dreadlocks?
Oh, I see. Okay. Dang, those are
Like Vikings had dreadlocks.
Anyway, it looks better in cornrows.
Vikings did have. Well, did Vikings or did the American
I'm sure.
like TV?
I mean, I guess no one knows how
portray
their
them.
hair look because
Right.
It's just
I don't imagine a Viking would wash his hair too much, so it could naturally turn into dreads.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense to have dreads, right?
Plus,
Yeah.
would a Viking have long hair, or would it keep its hair low to the scalp?
So you would
for
think,
battle?
yeah, having long hair would be somebody can grab it,
Yeah.
unless it's like a beard and sign thing, like you grew your hair long.
Yeah.
But some Vikings had short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they'd have it like short on the sides and then
Yeah.
a really long ponytail with like metal shit in it.
It's definitely a hindrance in battle.
They were probably actually all black.
A Viking? I don't think there's one black person in Norway.
How dare you, Tyler? Why would you say that? Why?
I do like the Norway's current Instagram military page.
Yeah.
Because they claim they're like modern day Vikings, and it's about the fucking badass thing I've just like
Yeah.
because they're soldiers that have lineage to Vikings,
Vikings,
and
yeah.
they're in the military
It's
now.
like Norway, Finland, Denmark, all that area.
Yeah, and like the Norway's
The
SF
Vikings.
guys have Viking patches. Like
Yeah.
they have a Viking design on their patches, and
We're
it's
descendants of Ragnar Lothbrok.
basically, dude, they're fucking modern day Vikings, and it's fucking awesome.
And they're still bitches to Great Britain and all them.
Yep.
Well, I'm
Don't
sure.
call a Norwegian a Finland, and don't call someone from Finland a Scandinavian. They all share the same sea, but they're all
Like,
different lineages.
One of them's fake anyway, right?
Yeah,
The Faroe Islands.
Finland's fake
Yeah. Okay.
because it's only there for the Japanese to get whales.
Yep.
Well,
Because Finland,
do you guys know about the Faroe Islands? So, look, can you
Mia
Google?
Farrow?
Yeah.
Can you Google Faroe Islands? So every year,
Is
they,
Woody Allen not allowed there?
Woody Allen would
What is it, like
probably
Egypt?
be allowed there.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Faroe with a
Oh, Farrell.
Pharaoh.
Pharrell?
You'll see it. It'll be like, oh, did you mean this?
Pharaoh?
Parrot.
Not parrot.
Pharaoh's Island. Pharaoh. Like a king.
It is not parrot. Pharaoh.
Like a
Pharaoh.
Egyptian pharaoh?
It's gonna be.
Or is it
Faroe
Pharrell?
Island.
That's it.
Pharaoh.
Do Faroe Island yearly fishing.
Gee, I was so far off.
Do the. So there's a map. There's a map over there.
Yeah,
What?
Finland's not there.
So what? I don't understand what even is happening right now. But where is that?
You told me to
Is
go.
that not Greenland?
Yes.
I have
And
some.
that's
I have
ice-
something
that's-
else for you to Google.
Is that Greenland, Iceland,
Oh.
and then that's an island north of Ireland, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Faroe Island. Do this. Faroe Island
Oh,
fishing. Do this. Dolphins. Dolphin. Just put in dolphin. Yes. And then go to images.
Okay.
So every year they have a tradition where
That's a fucked up looking dolphin.
every year they have a tradition where they turn the water red with dolphin blood. So do the one where it's just a larger view. Look at that shit, Alex.
oh shit.
Do they,
Oh, okay, that's bad.
do they eat them?
I think they do, but
They,
it's-
they don't waste it.
this is a community thing. They're coming
sad.
they're coming under fire for this shit. There's probably gonna stop. This is an island in the middle of the ocean that's done this for centuries, and there's really no point for it. It's just a tradition.
Why would they ban it?
Because look.
But we let Boston kill a bunch of little people, turn the river green.
Yeah.
What? Tell me about that.
St. Patrick's
You've never
Day.
seen the St. Patrick's Day in Boston?
No.
They dye the river green with midget's blood.
They do it in Chicago too. Right?
Chicago too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like Chicago tries to be like poor man Irish people.
There you go.
Oh boy, I can't look at this shit no more.
Can you look up Irish blood? Is it green? I don't believe Chris.
I said midget.
Oh shit.
I gotcha. Is Irish midget blood green?
They all look like leprechauns.
Leprechaun.
Like I said, diminutive, supernatural.
I did almost post a picture of the porn that we were talking about last week with a
What,
blurred
the
image.
autism porn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a blurred version of that.
Wait, what?
We talked about autism porn last
Oh,
week.
I was just remember the person on pulleys getting lowered up and down.
That's what it was.
It was autism porn. That's what it was.
What is it? Does anybody else have a talking point that they got to get in this episode? What did you have to talk about last week that we didn't get to talk about?
Oscars.
Oh, it was the Oscars. It was it's been covered by everybody since then. But I was gonna say it's funny how the Oscars was pushing this narrative for Best Actor, and they even moved the Best Actor nomination to the
last.
dead last of the show, which has never happened before.
Because that's normally a best
Best
picture.
Picture is the big one. They did everything. They had a in memoriam, and like they hyped up Chadwick Boseman,
Oh,
Black
and everyone
Panther.
was like, it was like this big thing where it's like he's gonna get Best Actor for the movie he was in, and they gave it to the old white guy.
Yep.
I thought it was I don't know. It's not funny. It's just I guess ironic.
it is funny.
It
The
is
way
funny.
you explain it, it's
Yeah.
funny. I'm sure it didn't come across like
It
that.
did not come across that way.
But what was he even in last year?
Chadwick Boseman.
The baseball movie.
I don't want to butcher the name of the movie.
That Bonnie and Clyde type of movie.
No.
It was an old movie where he was a baseball player.
Talking about
There was another
42?
movie where he was like,
Yeah.
What? That was
what?
about years ago.
There was another movie that Chadwick Boseman was in. He was like hold a church hostage, wasn't it?
I don't know that
I
one.
don't know what you're talking about.
I'll look it up later.
I don't know what he was in.
Sorry, obviously. It's called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. It's like a musical.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
like
just thought of a porn when you said that.
It's like a 1920s like.
I'm guessing it wasn't critically acclaimed.
Oh, it was.
Black Bottom.
Did it come out before or after he died?
After, I think.
It came out in 2020.
I think it was after. If I had to
It
guess.
should have been
So
called
he died August 28th. The movie came out.
The
Well,
Five
If it brings
Bloods.
it up. Come on now. The one time I'm trying to fucking find it.
Punish my black bottom.
Yeah, it came out 3 months after he died.
See, that's why. If he came out before and people was like, "Oh, this is a fantastic movie,"
Yeah.
okay. But
Yeah.
after, it's like everybody's just having a circle jerk of.
Yeah, it's just we're remembering him at this point.
Honestly, no one would have really watched Ma Rainey's Black Bottom if he wouldn't have died.
What's the synopsis of that movie?
Let me. you go.
Tensions and temperatures rise at a Chicago music studio in 1927 when fiery, fearless blues singer Ma Rainey joins her band for a recording session.
Sounds great.
That's what Netflix says.
Sounds great.
42 was the from 2013. It was the baseball movie.
That was such a
Jackie
good movie.
Robinson movie. That was a good movie.
The white guy calling him bad stuff. The comedian.
Yeah, like he's like, get that Edward out of here.
Yeah, that was an awesome movie,
That was a good movie.
and not because
You
because
probably watch that part and you rewind it just to hear us again.
That's his ringtone.
Like every black sport movie always has like the racist white guy yelling in the background.
I did try to watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and I was impressed at.
I mean, everybody says he does really good in the movie.
It literally looks like it's from
Like a
the
speakeasy.
20s. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody looks sweaty. Her transformation into the character was,
Viola Davis.
and she looked fucking rough, and I know that was part of the transformation, but he looked really skinny, which could have been because
Drugs, I
of his
think.
cancer.
Oh.
Well,
is it at least better than Great Gatsby?
oh, that's a tough one. I mean, it wasn't as good as Great Gatsby. Have y'all seen The Great Gatsby?
Yes.
Yeah, like the
yeah.
the
Everything's
era
in fast
piece, and
forward.
they were playing like
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
What? Wait, what did you say?
Everything's in fast forward.
And
Yeah.
they're playing like modern rap.
Yeah. They were.
And it does look very heavily CGI.
I did watch it behind the scenes, and like everything in the background is CG.
Yeah, it's green
It's
screen.
crazy.
It's green screen.
Best part of that movie is when they're in the boat and he's like, "What are you doing, old sport?"
I think my favorite part is when they're having an argument in that apartment condo.
Oh,
and
he's so angry.
He laughs.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wish I could tell you what to look up, but he's like, like the other character, not Leonardo.
The guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He was like
Yeah.
Leonardo's like stabbing an ice block and they're arguing. That's just my favorite part. But no, it's not as good as The Great Gatsby. No. So R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, I guess.
Yeah, it was just like the production was pushing the narrative, trying to get him to be the, and they don't know who wins the awards till they show it.
Honestly,
votes?
they need to stop.
With the
Probably,
Oscars?
yeah, the ratings were real low this year.
They
I
just
mean,
need to
it's
stop.
it's silly. Like they make enough money. Why do we need to fucking put
Well, they need
actors
to,
on a pedestal?
if there was any year that they needed to skip it, it was last year because like hardly like 10 movies barely came out all year.
Yeah, why didn't Sonic win an Oscar?
Like there was hardly any movies that came out, and then everyone's in pandemic mode for all the year. People are like fighting eviction and death and all that stuff, and then it's just all these people just sitting in an auditorium or whatever next to each other wearing really nice clothes and just
It was invite
It's
only.
like-
What were the top movies of 2020?
I don't know.
probably.
But we know we all, if we don't know off the top of my head, then
I just know
I've-
Sonic is like top 5.
for you
For you, but not the Academy.
yeah, it didn't make
Or
it.
Not
me.
the Academy.
Or me.
The
I
esteemed
didn't-
voters of the Academy of Anaheim, California.
Sonic came out before COVID was widespread.
really hit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
did.
it was a top movie.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
I never
the movies that got nominated was Mank.
Never
What?
heard of it.
It's on Netflix. I've heard of all these movies.
It's a lot of
Okay.
Netflix movies, wasn't it?
A couple of them were, but not. The Trial of the Chicago 7. Promising Young Woman.
No,
I hadn't heard of it.
Sound of Metal.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and Judas and the Black Messiah.
No,
Oh, why
Yeah.
not
Alright.
Tenet and it's poorly mixed?
Tend to get
sound?
nominated for nothing.
I watched it this weekend. I can understand why.
Yeah, it's convoluted.
why not why not other indie films like Midsummer? Like, have you guys seen Midsummer?
Yeah.
It's good.
Because horror movies don't get nominated.
No, they
Well,
don't.
why?
But it would have been nominated last year.
Yeah.
Okay,
The same reason why Sonic didn't get anything.
All those movies you listed off, I haven't heard of any of those.
except for The Sound of Metal for me. Have you seen The Sound of Metal?
I want to. I want
I want to watch it because it sounds like it's about metal, but I don't honestly.
Well, he's a metal drummer that's going deaf.
That's cool.
Oh,
They're
so
ripping
it's
off Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
Is he black?
No, it's Riz Ahmed. It's the other.
It's cool though. It's like a modern take.
You don't know
on,
who he is. You won't know who he is.
I know.
Mortal Kombat should be nominated.
No, it should not.
No, it should not.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
What
kinda liked
for
it.
next year.
I kind of like Mortal Kombat.
It was
You'll get
alright.
nominated for about 5 Razzies.
Yeah,
Teen's Choice Award.
Maybe a Nickel. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get a blimp or whatever the fuck they have.
dump
It'll get
some
slime.
dump some slime on it.
You didn't hear. Oh, here we go. You didn't hear about The Father with Anthony Hopkins?
I heard about it, but
That was the movie he won
I
for.
didn't watch it.
Minari, the other Asian movie that we're pushing. Nomadland.
Yeah, these are all directors that are like sad because that Disney
Like
movies make
everyone
money.
was saying that every one of these movies was just sad as fuck.
This is just like pretentious stuff that the
Except
director,
Mank.
they're like, Avengers isn't a real movie. The Marvel Cinematic
yeah.
Universe isn't
Yeah,
real.
Scorsese's
cinema.
kind of right though.
they're not.
kind of.
They're not
I
films.
mean, I get what he's saying.
These are
Yeah.
movies, not films.
It's made in front of a
Yes,
green
yeah.
screen. Like,
It's in a movie event. It's not a
But they can't understand that the times have changed.
right.
yeah, in 10 years, what will the
Because
Oscars
people's
be
attention
like?
spans are like half
Yeah.
of what.
Yeah, it's TikTok now. It's like
But to be fair, Joker was a success, and it's a ripoff of Taxi.
Well, everybody
Driver.
went to see that to see if white men would murder people.
And he
and
killed the
I've
rich.
yet to see Joker, and it's on HBO. I need to just
It's
watch
overrated,
it.
but it's all right.
it's good.
I just want to see
I'm
him
with you
sitting
on
on
that.
the subway with just people around him.
People say Dark Knight is overrated. I'm gonna say Joker's overrated.
I need to watch it. And I can be a part of it.
It's a fair enough point.
I'm not.
If you've seen any Scorsese movie from the '70s, you don't need to watch Joker.
Yeah,
Honestly, the whole Nolan trilogy is overrated.
they're worth a watch though.
I prefer
once.
Batman Forever.
When he came out and called the third one a groundbreaking epic, it's like, okay,
Chill.
The third one,
And then everyone in the background is just doing.
yeah, it's like
I've still. I need to watch I need to watch the one with
Bane.
Yes, I need to watch that one.
you've never seen Dark Knight Rises.
No, I have it. I just need to go back and revisit it so I can watch the scene that
get
you guys are talking about.
The very end.
it ruins it.
And then he kicks through the doors and goes, "Where's the Joker?"
It ruins it, and then you start laughing.
Is everybody just holding arms in the background doing it?
Yeah, they're literally just doing this over and over again.
It's so bad.
as like just
No.
the background filler?
Yes.
Nolan is a great like storyteller and filmer. He just can't do a fight scene.
Yeah,
fight scene choreography.
the
to save
whole
his life.
series.
Well, you know he
Yeah,
has,
all the fights
shit.
and all the movies are shit. Yeah.
you know he has paid choreographers to
For some reason, in all of his movies, any hand-to-hand combat is bad.
and
Even when it's the focal point.
yeah, it's
and
bad.
for some reason, everything he does has to say, "And my son."
Or Michael Caine.
Michael.
What
Caine.
about cocaine?
Even though Prestige is probably his. I'll say Prestige is probably my favorite Nolan movie.
Also, apparently, he's pretty bad at writing women.
I could see that.
The Batwoman scene
is he as
wasn't
bad as
very
Josh
great.
Whedon?
Josh Whedon.
Josh
is
Whedon was like,
terrible.
"I will ruin you, bitch." That's what he said. The Gal Gadot,
He was bad.
Godot.
He was bad.
I didn't really like Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
She was useless.
I will say I
She was
did.
only there to take Batman to the sewer to get his ass kicked by Meanie Bane.
Yep. And to see her ass when she got on his motorcycle.
Yeah.
I just thought she was. I didn't like her character. I didn't like her character development or her story. It just.
Because there wasn't any.
I mean, she instantly begins with stealing the necklace, but it was part of her plan the whole time.
My favorite part is when he shoots the bow and arrow. Very beginning. He's crippled, but he can pull the weight of the bow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of silly how he got all of his strength back,
All
but
that-
in the beginning he was walking around with a cane.
That and the dude's middle name was Robin. I love that one too.
Yeah, I thought
really love that one.
because I rewatched it the other day and I was like, did I forget that this was a Robin and a Catwoman movie?
Yes.
Does Robin come back? Does Robin in the end of that movie?
Technically, kind of, but not really.
Yeah, Robin's Batman at the end of the movie.
He's a hot head with a gun.
Does he get an outfit like Robin?
No.
Well,
That's what I was
he
expecting.
spelunks into the cave.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he finds it. He's like, I'm Batman now, bitch.
With the eardrum bursting.
Like, I want a continuance of that universe
He
to
was
see
Nightwing.
like he died like 2 months later.
Yeah, like he legitimately gets killed by a scarecrow.
Like he tries to be Batman and just gets murdered.
He gets shot in the street by Black Mask.
I just thought, did I forget that Batman and Robin team up and Catwoman jumps in on this too? And no,
That's Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that's the other one.
I really like the neons. Is it Batman Forever or Batman and Robin? Do they both have neon skeleton guys in those movies?
Yes.
Thing.
But
They
you're
have
talking
a
about-
neon fight with sticks.
you're
Yes.
talking about the one before all that.
That's when he.
the Tim Burton.
That's the one with Poison Ivy, though.
That's a Tim
Not
Burton
Catwoman.
film.
I really like the one that was like.
That's
they call-
George Clooney.
That's back when they call women toots and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day.
That's George Clooney Batman.
What's up, tits?
What's up, toots? Sugar tits, you know, that kind of thing.
And he's just like, "Shh, fake lips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he had fucking rubber lips.
That's it. He rubber lips.
Yeah, I just
Fucking
It was,
Chris
it was a
O'Donnell.
cartoon.
Chris O'Donnell was a good Robin.
He was probably the best part of Batman and
The
Robin.
only,
Yeah,
the only thing that ruined it was the fact that they put nipples on his suit.
The bat card.
That's the only. Yeah, never leave the
home.
Batcave without it. It's just putting nipples on the bat suits was a little much for me.
I'm gonna say it. Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man.
I had an argument with Taylor about that.
Tobey Maguire was
What's
good.
your opinion?
Tobey Maguire, yeah.
He's
But
the
she's
best.
like this. This is her expression of Tobey Maguire.
What's wrong with that?
I don't see it. I don't even
Every
understand.
time he's crying, he's like, "Ugh."
I would say Spider-Man 3 was his weakest movie.
Well,
It was.
agree it's
It
bad.
was.
Well,
You're-
who does she like? The second one?
I mean, look, the third Batman was the weakest one.
Lego head. Yeah, I called him that. Yeah.
Tom Holland.
And she like
She
Andrew
likes-
Garfield.
He's the worst one out of the three.
She like.
Tom Holland's better than Andrew Garfield.
I think Andrew Garfield nailed the witty, didn't he? Like the.
Yeah, he was like autistic or something.
Yeah, like the smart ass comeback.
It's like if Spider-Man was an Aspie.
yeah.
I'll give Tom Holland the benefit of the doubt
I don't
because
care for Tom Holland.
I don't either,
I don't like
but
him.
I liked him because he seemed like a younger Spider-Man than
he's age
Tobey
appropriate.
Maguire.
So he's a better Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Toby's a better Peter.
Yes.
Yes,
Tobey had the most-
portrayed.
He was a better Peter Parker.
He portrayed a better Spider-Man too.
Because
Like I liked him when he's like,
I like the.
bow.
Gonna get some dirt in your
Well-
eye.
I just like the.
You're trash, Brock.
I thought the violence in the Sam Raimi one, the first two, it felt more brutal.
It did.
Like every time he fought Green Goblin, it was like just smash him into a fucking
Yeah.
concrete building.
Yeah, he was bleeding.
Yeah, like
And cut up.
he fucked up in that movie.
Like he got a bomb blown up in his face.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that slow-mo bomb explosion.
It was
was
like-
like,
Sweet.
yeah, that was pretty fucking.
yeah, it looked good. It looked good.
Because the current one, Peter, he can never be Peter Parker. He can't ever be poor
Right.
because he works for Stark.
Yep.
Also, wasn't Tobey Maguire the only one that actually had webbing? He didn't have to put a cartridge in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Did
just-
Tom Holland have to put a cartridge in?
Yeah, Tom Holland has the cartridge. The Garfield guy, he had to make one too, right?
Yeah. His was like steel cables.
Yeah,
What?
because they wanted to try to be more like that certain type of Spider-Man.
The Amazing
Was that in the
Spider-Man, right?
comic books?
Because
A
in the
certain storyline of
Yeah.
Spider-Man, the
'Cause in-
spectacular.
yeah, because in the
And when
Tobey
he's
Maguire one, the
Venom.
second movie, he loses his
Yeah.
web power because he's overthinking it.
But
Performance.
how does
anxiety.
Tom Holland come up with the technology to?
from Stark.
He's genius.
But Stark gives that to him.
He gives him a suit.
Yeah, but later he's like rolling
He's-
around in a trash suit.
It's like the same thing. If he put his mind to it, he can make a robot to clean his room. But he doesn't. He just makes a web slinger.
That's why Spider-Man doesn't make any sense. Because he has to be like a poor person.
Yeah.
Even though every other superhero can be.
He's clearly upper middle class.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I like Tobey Maguire. He was living with his aunt, uncle.
He had
in
the
a tiny home.
Ukrainian,
He
Ukrainian
was living
girl.
with the Ukrainians. Rent!
Yeah. Tobey Maguire felt like an actual poor Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
He felt legitimately poor.
Well,
And like Mary Jane was like a waitress, a failed actress.
yeah, but
Yeah.
in the beginning, in the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, he is living with his aunt and uncle because Uncle Ben gets killed.
He's in high school.
Remember, he
still.
calls him Michelangelo.
He's like a 30-year-old high
Well,
schooler.
the Sam Raimi ones are the only ones that actually have a accurate Mary Jane.
Yeah,
the first ones.
that's why
the
I
first
like
three.
Kristen
I like
Stewart.
those. It's like it's got the 2000s trope of having 30-year-old actors being
Yes.
I see where you're going.
What?
like Flash.
Are you against the one in the
I
Tom
didn't-
Holland one?
Why are you thinking that?
She was.
Why are you thinking
All right,
that?
Because she doesn't have red hair.
Look, she's a good character, the Zendaya.
Yeah.
But that's not Mary Jane Watson.
No.
No.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, it doesn't follow the comic books, but I get.
Are they going to bring in Gwen Stacy?
no.
Be Spider Gwen?
Doesn't he cheat on her?
They go back and forth.
no,
And he fucks Black Cat at some point. You know.
Man, I'd like to see
She
a
falls
fanfic
down and
of
dies.
that.
What?
What?
She dies.
Who?
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Breaks her fucking neck.
Snaps her neck. That's what happened in the second side.
Now, I do like that scene of the Spider-Man movie. They
What
actually
about-
showed it?
Well, you had Venom, and then you had Vicious.
Who the hell's vicious?
Is it Vicious?
It's Carnage.
Carnage.
Luscious comes in next. Bodacious is the third one. He's the white one.
The spontaneous comes in the
Yeah.
last one.
Okay,
he
so-
shows up out of nowhere.
And combustion is when all three come together.
Well, we are forgetting about Tom. I'm sorry, not Tom, but we are forgetting about Venom, the new Venom that came out.
Topher Grace?
Fuck that movie.
It's good.
No, it's
It
not.
was all right.
Get that venom. Gotta get my venom.
The movie probably sucks. I think Tom Hardy's fine as Eddie Brock.
I like Tom Hardy as Venom.
I thought the movie sucked ass.
The movie should have been R.
It should have been R.
yeah, but I.
And then the symbiote was like, "Hey, what are we gonna do today, bro?
That's Venom.
What are we gonna do today?"
I hope he's in Morbius.
That'd be
What's
awesome.
what's Carnage?
He's like the red version.
He's his.
What is it?
He's
it's
from like the parallel.
his son.
He's the parallel universe.
Like the suit reproduces.
Yeah.
And then
I
how's
mean,
it?
symbiotes are a race of things, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
In the Tom Hardy universe, is there a Spider-Man that exists that we didn't get a chance
we
to
have
see?
no idea.
We don't know which one it is.
It should. A Spider-Man should exist in that universe.
I know Morbius is tied to Venom. And then one of the trailer scenes on Morbius, you can see a Spider-Man poster in the background, but you can't tell which Spider-Man it is.
Hopefully the third.
And they say that a
Hero can save us, not gonna stand your way.
I ran out of voice. Man. I just pushed all my breath out.
I'm gonna say that the Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man.
That's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but he's not my favorite Spider-Man. But it's one of my most favorite Spider-Man
But
type movies.
Hopefully this coming up Spider-Man movie brings back Toby.
I think they said they were
No
bringing him
way
back.
home.
Yeah, and Andrew Garfield and Doc Ock apparently.
He's been confirmed, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is supposed to be in it also.
I hope.
He was in one of the other ones.
Hopefully
The worst one,
this
yeah.
movie though
Shocking people.
takes him out of the MCU.
I think it will.
Wait, he
this
was
will be the
in-
way to get him out back into only Sony.
What
Yeah.
about Sandman?
Nah, I don't need him.
What
Do
about
you remember
him?
Sandman?
He ruins. I don't. The actor.
He's like,
It's like,
He's Nigel from George of the Jungle, and I always
I thought
see
you were
him
gonna say Wild Thornberry.
I forgive you.
basically he is.
Oh,
I forgive you for killing my uncle.
even though clearly in the first movie,
It's this guy with crazy hair.
he's got a crazy hair that he let go from the wrestling match.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could have took him.
The retconning was fucking awful. That goddamn.
I do like I like that guy as an actor, but I think Sandman is the goofiest fucking villain
Yeah.
ever because he can become huge. How can you not crush everything you want?
It's sand.
You can collect as much dirt and sand as you want to become as big as you want.
What about it?
He should have won everything.
I think his weakness is water.
He could have collected rocks.
Moisture kills him.
Yeah, or lightning turns into glass.
He could have
Yeah.
He could have pulled rocks in and started throwing rocks.
It's hubris,
But
man.
Harry was helping him.
Okay.
Anyways,
I saw your father die
Peter didn't kill
by
him.
by the hands of his own glider.
so the best scene is when
Don't
Green
tell
Goblin
Harry.
Green Goblin comes up behind Spider-Man and smacks him in the back of the head.
And I let you hate him for 4 years, Harry.
Don't tell Harry.
Don't tell Highway.
Harry, you're a lizard.
That's right.
Highway.
Anyway. So Tobey Maguire, I think unanimous is the best
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
he's one of the better ones.
Yeah, but we grew up with Toby, so Toby's in our hearts. And then he did
He was like our first-
Bloodback Mountain.
He was our first like good.
Oh yeah, he
Spider-Man.
went zip.
Zip. No, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that was
That was Mysterio.
Wait,
He did Seabiscuit,
Yeah, he did see
the horse movie.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
He was the horse.
I'm thinking of Tobey Maguire's little intro in Tropic Thunder where they were
Robert Downey Jr. holding the balls, the prayer beads.
they were like, yeah.
love forbidden is lust.
You remember when he was in the military movie and that was about the end
Jarhead?
of his career? It wasn't Jarhead.
No, it wasn't Jarhead. It was the,
one, something about
It was a brother.
something like I'm the daddy now.
They shared girls or something.
Yeah, something weird.
Yeah, I remember that.
PTSD.
Yeah, the
They
soldier
shared PTSD.
the
bro.
soldier who was dead ends up coming home. Yeah, like yeah. Well,
that was
good,
fun.
Good episode, guys. Hopefully we brought in our nerdier fans at the end there. I kind of like going in on nerdy
We should do
stuff.
that more often.
Yeah,
Y'all are
it's easy.
the Spider-Man thing is probably the only thing I'm versed in. Everything else, y'all are a notch above me when it comes to information on the nerd.
Let's not start with the
comic
X-Men
stuff.
movies.
Yeah.
Do that next week.
Silver Surfer has a spot in my heart. Yeah, I definitely am a fan of Silver Surfer. I think
Silver
he is the king and
Surfer.
the king.
He's a fucking message boy.
I think he's the top, the
He's a
tippity
bitch.
top.
He's a trumpet blower. What the fuck?
I bet
Here comes a bigger bad guy. That's all he does. And he's silver on a surfboard.
It is a weird
What's the
spacey
propulsion?
thing.
What's pushing him?
Hey, is-
He's on another
Galactus.
Light
quantum.
sails.
He's on another quantum realm, man.
he's
He's
his
cool.
own
I
man.
like. I mean, Silver Surfer's pretty cool.
He's tapped into technology that we're not ready for.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, enlighten us.
I don't know, man. I think does it.
Yeah,
Thomas,
I'm good.
Good. Alex, good.
Yeah.
I'm good. How
Yeah.
can they reach us, Thomas?
Well, yeah. So yeah, this was TACT Lab. We're on YouTube. Check out the whole production there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, all the things. Just search TACT Lab. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us how you feel. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tell us whatever.
Tell us something.
Tell us something. Tell us if you're having a good day or a bad day. Hope you're having a good day.
Say hi.
If you need to reach out to us, you can reach out to our Gmail. That's tactlabpod@gmail.com. That's TACTLABPOD@gmail.com. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Big up.